Thanks for joining us. A 14-year-old murder case coming to a close today when a man admitted to killing his daughter-in-law and burying her body on his property. By the looks of this home video, Sherry Leighty was a happy woman, just 23 years old. She was the mother of 3, but in the middle of a divorce, and it was her husband's father who would end up being her killer. 6 News reporter Erin Calandra has been following this story. And Erin, this case went cold for more than a decade until Sherry's body was found earlier this year. Really, what took so long?
Well, Jen, it seems that a simple check of an alibi may have brought closure to this story years ago. But officials are short on admitting that that's the case. Either way, they gave us much more information today on what they believe happened to Sherry.
An emotional time for a son, a sister, and a brother in court Thursday after a guilty plea brings closure to a 14-year-old cold case. We're learning more about what may have happened to Sherry Leighty, a mother of 3, going through a messy divorce, 23 years old at the time. Police believe Sherry got into a heated argument that turned violent with her father-in-law, Kenneth Leighty, sometime during the last week of September in 1999.
It's our understanding that Mr. Leighty had struck Sherry Leighty in the head with some type of solid object, whether a bat or a pole.
Police say that blow killed Sherry. Court documents show that Kenneth Leighty was likely the last person to see Sherry alive. His statement from the 90s says he dropped her off at work the morning she disappeared, then went to work himself. But it doesn't seem anybody looked into that story. And in fact, new evidence shows Kenneth was off from work that whole week.
And that's something that the police at the time didn't look into. This is the guy who says he was the last person to see her, and they didn't check into his alibi?
I can't speak to what happened in 1999.
But police do say they did have information at the time that led them into thinking she may have simply walked away from her life, including a statement from her own father.
He did indicate that he heard rumors that she moved to Maine with a boyfriend. She was an adult, and that did not fit any type of criteria at that time to enter her as a missing person.
Would we have done things different today? Yeah, probably.
Now, Kenneth Leighty is expected to be sentenced to 7 to 14 years in state prison. That should happen sometime at the end of February. Live in State College, Erin, Calandra, 6 News.